Hello, everyone. It's your boy Pred here, and welcome back to Shadows of the Damned, Hella Remastered. In the last episode, we went through, well, basically a rail shooter section and a toy theater with a toy theater aesthetic that, spoiler alert, I didn't very much care for. In fact, I think it's easily the weakest parts of the game by far. And also, spoiler alert, that's not the last we've seen of it. But with all that being said, let's continue, shall we?
A library? Hard to believe that singing she-devil would ever crack a book.
That puta wants to see if we have the balls to follow her.
Well, I think I can keep it up.
TMI, Johnson.
Look alive. We've got company. Danger in the
yes,
stacks, G.
electric
These
G-Men.
baddies can teleport.
Welcome to probably one of the most annoying late game enemies that there is. Teleportation? Check. Range attacks that can hit you instantaneously that you have no way of dodging if you're not paying attention? Also check. Completely unbearable to fight against and deliberately programmed ammo wasters? You bet your sweet bibbies that's the case. I mean, the gimmick is simple enough. You just gotta take out all these things with the hot boners charge shot. As soon as that happens, it instantly gets rid of their... Right, I also forgot that they explode upon them. If you don't get out of the radius fast enough, you take a lot of some damage.
Perfect.
So don't
Now
do
it's
that.
our turn to Dewey decimate them.
Yes. I do believe that they...
Come on. That diva bitch is going to lead us straight to Paula.
I do believe that you encounter them more than just this section of the
Why
game,
would the
and
hell monkeys bother building a library?
Have you forgotten about those storybooks we found? Demons love a well-spun tale every bit as much as humans.
So what is your favorite demon story?
Oh, that's easy. The Unbreakable Huntress.
don't worry, we're going to read it at some point. And before you ask, yes, all these bookcases are going to lead to a slidey blocky puzzle. The slidey blocky puzzle is pretty much the only major puzzle we have to deal with in the entire game, at least to my recollection. I'm sure there might be one or two that I'm missing at the moment, but this is the current obstacle we have to deal with right now. It's not too bad. You play one slidey blocky puzzle, you play them all, basically. Am I being a bit of an idiot for wasting my more powerful weapons on just basic ass demons? Debatable. Come on. In fact, I do think that there's an achievement for this. Come on, just tighten them up. Or not, if they're not going to all die in one continuous explosion. Well, that sucks absolute shit. Yeah, there's an achievement for killing 5 demons with one hot bonus sticky explosion. Oh, hey boys. There we go. All right. Yeah, suffice to say, there's not a lot of secrets in this library level to venture through. Also, we haven't found Christopher in a hot minute.
Ah, here we are. An artist's rendition of the Unbreakable Huntress. Lots of demon hunters have challenged Fleming over the years, and while some of them were legends like you, Garcia, very few of them were women.
Well, that makes sense. It takes a lot of grip strength to hold on to a hunter's manly equipment.
Don't be sexist, G. The ladies I've known had more than enough grip strength to hold on to my... Do you want to hear the story or not?
Oh, by all means.
Once upon a time, there was a proud and beautiful demon huntress, the first woman of her profession. Dressed in red and armed to the teeth, she fought her way to the Lord of the Dead's castle. "What arrogance! How dare you challenge me?" bellowed the Lord of the Dead. "The last thing I expect is a challenge," the huntress answered.
I like her already.
Yeah, this is really the only story throughout the game that's told exclusively through these movie posters here, not through the storybooks. So, but you're gonna find them eventually, and as you've seen from my, tism-inflicted completionist ass, leaving no stone unturned is just how I play through shit. All right, how do I remember how to?
I bet she'd be fun in the sack if she weren't so keen on eviscerating us. Just saying. We need to find a way over to the other balcony.
I already know what the way is. I just need to.
I think we could use the light shot to rearrange those shelves and make a bridge.
Yeah, this is pretty much the way to do it. Of course, as you might imagine, with all these darkness-infused rooms, there are some secrets to, or some advantages, I should say, to going off the beaten path. But as you also might have guessed, is that this is one of those puzzles where they continuously go in one direction and don't stop until they hit an obstacle or the end. So, yeah, y'all better be smart about your placement with regards to where you want things to go. Okay, so that's the balcony over there that I need to get to. I do believe that there are some parts of this where you can... if I remember right, unfortunately, you can't exactly go the either way to test your theory. So, yeah, good luck. Good luck, shitbird. You're gonna need it. I do not remember the exact combination of everything off the top of my head, and you guys know that puzzles are usually my Achilles heel with regards to just time efficiency. And I've been checking my previous, videos of this, and we're actually managing to do pretty good time for the most part. Then again, I am breaking this up in chapters and I'm going through this rather fast, so, which came first, chicken or the egg? Is it going fast because Pred's actually good, or is it going fast because Pred actually, shockingly enough, knows what he's doing? We'll never know, will we? No, I don't think so. Oh, I see. So I just gotta... If the Amy were to actually cooperate with me, Jesus fuck. Come on, dude. Go. Or not. Again, you may be asking yourself, well, why can't you just... I don't know. The game's weird like that. You know how it is, man. Man, I wish I could offer a riveting commentary, but I just can't. Even I'm stumped. And if I do remember right, this game is kind of picky with regards to where you place them. So you can't just do the whole, oh, I'll just go with the court. Nope. Nope. The game wants you to take a straight shot at this. Oh, come on. swear, just anything with orientation just seems to get me muddled and confused. Problem is, I could see the solution in my head, it's just I'm not able to execute it. Not at all. I wish I could be able to, I'm just not that smart. Oh, wait a minute. I think I've got it. Or maybe not. Damn it. Oh! Completely on accident. There we go. Fucking finally. Holy shit. Oh, because I was thinking in reverse, not necessarily in the right path to go. Yeah, you definitely don't want to be wasting time in this darkness portion of the cave. Why are we going through this again? Well, we did just unlock something.
Where was I? Ah, yes. The Huntress had insulted the Lord of the Dead, and now his eyes glowed. Some say from rage, others from passion.
"You are bolder than the other hunters,"
he said.
"but even a woman's pride can be broken."
There was a flash of steel and a spray of red as both the Huntress's arms tumbled from her body. She screamed. Tears welled up in her eyes. Never had she known such pain. But she would not be deterred and continued walking toward her adversary. With a devilish grin, the Lord of the Dead lopped off the Huntress's legs one at a time. Thwoop! Thwoop! Again she screamed in pain as her torso flopped onto the floor. She could feel his breath as he hovered over her.
"I could take you right here and now."
The fists on her severed arms clenched in resistance. Through her tears, she replied, "You might take me, but you will never have me."
Damn, that's pretty hardcore. If I remember right, there is a red gem right here. That's all there is to this diversion. Is it worth the minor health hit? I'll say yes. God damn, dude. I don't remember it losing... Remember the resistance to the darkness running out this fast in the original, but...
It's good.
Then it became a hot minute, so what do I know? Burn them all. Oh, that's cheerful. Get... Right, you can't actually shoot through the bookcases on this one in order to actually kill the bastard. To actually activate it, you gotta do something a bit more different. I forget what that different is, but... Oh, there we go. Oh, hi, friend. Wow, that was lucky. I wasn't even aiming there. Well, I kind of was, but... Oh, hi, buddy. Do you want to get shot? Of course you do. There we go. Up. Gotta change tactics. Load. Yes, I know they're on there. Shut up. I want to get to Christopher first. Whoop. Dude, how many? Okay, if y'all want to die, y'all get to die. I will say I do appreciate the fact that the limb dismemberment actually isn't just like a cheap gimmick. It actually does affect gameplay in certain ways or areas. So it actually does sort of encourage it. It's kind of cool. Do we need booze? I don't think we need booze. Hold up, let's search through here first. See if there's any secrets we may have missed. Nope. Nothing at all. Time to walk across the thing we made. Or not. Yeah, you better run across there quick.
More shock jokes.
Blow up the bugs!
Easier said than done, Johnson. Easier said than done. Yeah, these guys don't fuck around. They're pretty annoying, all things considered. Hopefully, if memory serves right, they're just in this part of the game and nowhere else. And by the way, yes, you can probably dodge the Thunderbolts. It's really difficult to do so, though. There we go. Good thing they're absolutely defenseless if, when you finally take out the plugs. Yeah, you guys know me. Gimmick enemies and I don't exactly mix. Yes, I know technically that they're basically just continuations of the gameplay tricks and tips and tricks you've learned, but they're still fucking annoying as hell. Oh, good. The teleporting bastards. Oh, I see. He's got the armor. I also forgot to mention, if you're near the hot boner explosion, it does damage to you as well. Seems like kind of a no-shit Sherlock thing, but the heat of the moment, sometimes you forget. Come on, dude. He scared me. There we go. Yeah, I think this is the point of the game where the enemies get a lot more relentless, a lot more fast. As a result, you really got to be on your toes and pay attention to everything that goes around, because if not, well, as you can see, they'll wipe the floor with you easily. Unintentional run is going to win. You know what I mean?
Feels good.
There we go. Ah, red gem. Thank you. Also, more sake. That's nice.
Another painting. What happened to the Huntress?
Well, so impressed was the Lord of the Dead that he put her back together and made her his queen. Time and again he killed her, just to take pleasure in her proud refusal to be dead. But they say she's never stopped trying to claw her way back to the world of the living, where she knows she truly belongs. Isn't that a great story? Her courage is what inspired me to seek my own freedom.
She sounds like one hell of a woman.
Oh, she is, Garcia. Oh, she is. If you guys have already played, you know, but I'm not going to spoil it for anyone who hasn't.
Psychopomp and circumstance. It was her turn to fetch the water, and Maris Grimm was determined to be done with it as soon as possible. Bucket in hand, she made her way down to the well by the wheat field. She and her two elder sisters were all beautiful, but on this windy day, Maris outshone them all. She was in love.
Aww, isn't that just precious?
Whoosh. The wheat bowed a greeting as the breeze caught it. And a good day to you, Maris giggled, as her nipples responded to the weather and thoughts of her lover. My
Damn, girl.
word, what is this storybook rated? She wound a pail of water to the top of the well, but no sooner had she grabbed the rope than she felt a sharp tug, lost her balance, and went tumbling into the gloom head first. Mother fudge! Mother fudge! Cried Maris.
Really? You're gonna put an erotic description about nipples, but you have to censor the word fuck? Come on now. What are you, YouTube censorship guidelines? Come on. Also, I love the fact that Johnson is complaining about the storybook ratings now, when previously we had a guy suffering from a tapeworm who ended up eating not only himself, but also ate out a prostitute, and a 14-year-old kid who screamed "fuck you" and ended up turning into basically giblets on the side of the pavement. I don't think these books are exactly meant for all ages, if you catch my drift.
An hour later, the sun sat lower in the sky as two figures approached the well. One was Maris's older sister, Colleen, and she was very concerned. The other was their faithful collie, Ow Ow. "Help me!" cried Maris from the bottom of the well. But as Colleen grabbed the rope to pull her sister up, she too was yanked into the darkness below. Well, that sucks.
Understatement of the century. Also, who the hell names their dog Ow Ow? That just seems like a recipe for disaster.
"Ow Ow! Go get help, boy!" cried Colleen.
Oof.
Woofed Ow Ow in response, but because he was a stupid collie, he instead grabbed the loose end of the rope and began to tug valiantly.
Yeah, collies are not exactly the smartest dog breeds. Thank God for them it wasn't a husky, though, because it probably just would have talked back to them. And at least they actually have a dog and not just an oversized rat with wrinkles.
Crack-a-boom! Boom! Boom! Suddenly, a freak bolt of lightning lanced down from the sky and hit poor Ow Ow, causing the pooch to explode in a crimson blossom of slippery Ow Ow giblets. Poor, stupid Ow Ow. Stupid is right. My pet was smarter.
Shh! Keep reading.
Ouch! No chill whatsoever.
It was well after dark, and Maris and Colleen had all but given up hope when their eldest and wisest sister, Giltine, arrived on the scene. "Where are you, sister?" was all she managed to utter ere she slipped on Ow Ow's unctuous leftovers and fell down, down, down into the wicked well. Plonkety rascal rabbitness.
What?
And with that, the sisters Grimm vanished from the world for 7 full years. When they returned, they served a new master who had been smitten by their beauty. Though that beauty faded, his gift to them was theirs forever. The power to end lives as abruptly as fate had ended their own. The end. Oh, I was hoping we'd find out why they all sound like men.
Yes. Oh, I'm so glad they did not censor any of these jokes to appeal to the modern audience. It's just as politically incorrect now as it was back then. God bless straight translations and remakes. Also, I'm guessing this wasn't fate. Maybe their family pissed off Death in a previous life and he was just returning to collect everything at once and thought, this is perfect. Probably have Tony Todd's ghost come from the grave and say, and be like, Death does not like to be cheated. I was so sad when I heard that he died.
Do you think they will ever write a book about us, Johnson?
Honestly, I see you as more of a comic book hero. And anyway, it just so happens I've already been immortalized in prose.
Really? What is this book called?
Big bullocks and the testicles.
I am sorry I asked.
Jesus Christ. Oh, that's a cool painting. Thought I was going to find a gem here, but apparently not. Although anytime any game gets suspiciously generous like that, expect things to start to suck real fast. Ooh, red gem. Sweet. Alright, let's see what we've got here. I'm not upgrade. Well, you know what? Fuck it. I'll invest my last few upgrades into my health. So now my health's maxed out and we can focus on guns next up. Sweet. I also forgot that you didn't have to be directly in front of gems in order to suck men. That they would automatically do that. That's nice.
Bitch, I'm not falling for that sexy bullshit.
And I'm only at half-mast.
Now you bring my angel out here before I get misogynistic. Fuck!
Misogynistic, cabron. That's the word you're looking for. I do believe that this is boss battle time. Yep, final sister of death is here. And as you might expect,
I
she
think
is...
the eldest sister Grimm is just a bit angry we've thinned out her family.
As you might expect, she's not exactly the easiest. Thankfully, she does have a weak spot there. Ooh, happy days! Except as you might imagine, not really. So what do you want to do? Well, shoot the mask first, obviously. really pay attention to there's the true weak spot that you've got. Of course, it's not that easy to hit, as you might imagine. Oop, and I'm out of... There we go. So yeah, that's basically the gimmick. Just shoot her in the face, and then shoot her in the baby carrier. Basically, it's not that big of a deal, but obviously, as you might expect, considering the amount of pads that she brings with her, it might be a little bit difficult. And her scythe attacks more than any have the thinnest margin for error as far as being able to dodge effectively. I have no idea how I managed to, Yeah, the Skull Fest 9000 is not exactly your best friend here. The Teeth Grinder and the, Hot Boner definitely are more useful in this fight, just because of margin for error with regards to, ow, base. Oh, what the hell? Never seen that glitch before. Okay then. And... Yep, there we go. Although, using the Skull Fest on a weak spot is actually a pretty solid idea. So just whittle her down with most of your primary DPS weapons. Also, ammo as much as you can, because you're going to need it. And just use the all four, basically maxed out charge shot on the side. Not the most complex strategy in the world, but it works. Unlike Todd Howard's products, this actually does work. Besides, the ads aren't too tough to beat, but they're literally just the normal demons in the game, and you can basically just kill them with free ammo and jabs, so... Oh, when did I find a red chest? Sun dodge. And now... Actually, you know what? Fuck. There we go. And that's it. She's done. Yeah, I remember her being a lot harder my first playthrough, but then again I didn't invest in nearly enough upgrades as I did on my first go-around, so... I think I remember what this upgrade is.
Now here's a pretty prize. I smell an upgrade. Plug it in, G.
Here we go, the dentist. What does this upgrade do? You now get homing shots for it. I swear to God, on anything you find sacred and holy, I am not kidding. It basically is just a teeth grinder with a homing function. You don't even have to aim, you can literally just press the fire button and it'll still spit bullets out. Suffice it to say, this can turn pretty much any of the tougher encounters into an absolute joke if you have the ammo and damage upgrades necessary. It's not even close. It is probably the best weapon in the game by a country mile. Of course, the fact that you get it basically 75% of the way through shows you that the developers knew what they were doing, but hey. Them's the brakes. Oh, and Willie decided to drop one for us. Thanks, my guy. Although I do believe that we are coming towards the end of the level. Or not.
Let her go, you singing cunt! I'm coming, baby!
After her, G-Cakes!
Yeah, I was surprised when I first played through this game and heard the word cunt being thrown around. You gotta understand that back then video games were kind of afraid to go that route. Obvious Ghostbusters reference. I smell an escort mission! And you'd be right, but at least this gives us a chance to try out the dentist. Yeah, as you can see, the laser sights keep moving to lock onto enemy enemies. Oop! Did we get one? Come on. Where are you guys?
What was that?
Enemy. Your guess is as good as mine. If you have to ask what that was, nothing good. It's just the laws of the video game, as it were. Actually, you know what? No. I'm not. See what I mean? Look, it even is tracking onto the guys who aren't there. Although it does take a while for and as you might imagine, the tracking's not exactly that smart. It goes to where the reticle wants to go, and there's something pesky like, say, oh, I don't know. A shelf in the way, it's, you're gonna be way too, so just make sure that wherever you're using it, and not one of these sections, you're using it in a well-lit area where you can ensure that, no, the enemy isn't hiding behind a piece of gravel or something, and you're wasting valuable ammunition. Oh, crap. Ow. Come on, dude. Just die already. Die for the good of this. Die for the greater good. Yeah, this is pretty much like a, kind of like a defense mode. Gate opens up. Or it's being pitch-ass dark, and it's kind of tough to tell where everything is and what you're facing off against until they're like right next to you, so. this is one area where you definitely have to be very cautious as to where to shoot. Thankfully the glowing guys that needs to be taken out with a hot boner are fairly easy enough to spot in crowd until you actually remove their armor. Not. But this is one area where I definitely say using your weapons to their advantage is gonna be your best friend. Why am I doing this? Because sometimes enemies just won't spawn, and sometimes you just gotta keep going and poke them out, more or less. That's the point. Come on, let this be enough. Yeah, it's not really the worst set piece in the world in this game, it's just tedious. But now we've gone through it. And yeah, I'm sure there's a couple red gems that I missed in the game, obviously, throughout that section, obviously, but, yes, I know the brain is there. But, here's our good old friend. How are you, partner?
I sure hope your girlfriend's more stable than that deranged blonde.
It's about 50-50. Let's see how many gems we can get. About 3? It's good enough. Means I can put some points into my weapons.
Y'all take care now.
Alright, let's see here. Dentist. Definitely upgrade the capacity. Alright. Damage upgrades tend to help. I will say of all the upgrades you could have, reload capacity tends to be kind of the one that's... I'm not going to say useless because it does have its purposes and it is very helpful in certain spots, but... especially for guns like the Dentist and the shotgun, but by the same token, though, you really want to kill demons as best as you can. And the fact that it's not like Resident Evil 4 and that pretty much every upgrade costs the same is like, well, might as well kill things faster first, you know? It makes sense, right? Alright, that's it for Act 4-3. I'm sure that episode took a lot longer than I was anticipating, but anyways, thank you all so much for watching this. If you enjoyed this video, go check out my previous Shadows of the Damned Hello Remastered episodes, as well as previous horror games that I've live streamed / let's played over the years. But until next time, guys, take care, stay safe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!